welcome to Starlight House. I'm Prashant, and this is your weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in sign Libra. This is a general reading, so may not resonate with everyone, but if it does, there is an extended to it. The link for extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the video, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. Libra, how are you doing? Hope October possibly your favorite month because most of your birth is in October has been treating you well. And I hope you're excited about the holiday season coming around. Let's see what you desire. Queen of Chalices. So Queen of Chalices is like getting to an emotional stability to become this thoughtful leader who can become a very compassionate, warm listener for everyone around. What's blocking you? Hanged Man. Getting to that emotional stability to be able to become like a warm, compassionate listener for everyone. What was in your past? Seven of Chalices. A little bit of wishful thinking, daydreaming, but still like a very watery, like warm energy. Mind's ambition. Page of Chalices. Ideas and like feeling to explore new relationships, create new bonds, and explore what's going around, like how the people around you. It's like she has a new pet in that dog. Heart's Desire, Two of Wands. So relationship, mutually beneficial relationship. Future energy, Seven of Wands. Suggested advice or action. The Fool. Context for suggested advice. Eight of Coins. Hopes and fears. Lovers. So hoping for a love relationship. And potential outcome. Death. So death could be like a transformation. So it seems like you being in your past, being a little more on the wishful thinking side, a little more on the daydreaming side could have left you in a fool's energy, that you were more inclined towards looking at money and just in a fool's energy rushing towards new opportunities. So Seven of Wands also implies you are a little more competitive, and that might have made you more focused towards money side and made you more focused with your daydreaming energy, would have made you more on the fools, like given you some fool energy, which is like you are taking action or you're moving towards opportunities without completely taking the whole picture into account, without getting into balance with your own emotions. So it's more about it was in the past more about your financial security, and that would have probably moved you more away from love relationships. And it could also be not just financial security, that you were just more focused on building your own skill set, gaining new skill, gaining new degree, PhD, masters, whatever you were focused on. But you kind of became more focused on your work professional situation. And with the daydreaming energy and the fool's energy, you kept moving towards that. So advice is like, take a step back, don't keep rushing in all the time towards opportunities. and take a step back and get into a hangman mode. Connect to your own emotions. Connect to what you truly want, what you would get you true satisfaction inside you. And once you do that, because your mind's ambition is to explore new relationship, and Two of Wands and Lover's card represent that you want a very mutually beneficial love relationship. And it can also happen when you are in a competitive energy, that just people around you, you find reasons not to able to build relationships with them. It becomes like a human nature where when you become competitive, that you start viewing the other person as a sort of enemy, when they might not be even in that situation, or you might not even want to view them but like that. But because of intense focus on just money and building your skill set and getting degrees in this competitive world, can push you at times towards that direction where you might not be able to build relationships. And with your mind and your heart wanting new, emotionally stable relationship, warm, compassionate relationship, a relationship where you are, a relationship where you are in emotional stability, and you are with a partner who is warm, compassionate listener like you, and like emotionally stable like you. And if you're already in that relationship, you're looking to build more in that relationship. If you already got to, or you know that person, who that is, you are already getting to a stage with them, in communication with them, with having contact with them, realizing that that's what your current focus should be, building a solid ground, solid partnership with them. It's not to say that you should not focus on your skill sets, but at the same time, for you to be truly balanced with you should also focus on emotional growth. You should also focus on your emotional stability. And this transformation is what's represented by this Death card. For you to move from a person who was just focused on financial security or professional security, or getting to a stage you might have decided that this is what you want to get to before you would have certain sort of relationships. And now you're realizing that you don't need to be at a certain point in your life for relationships to happen with you, or for you to be emotionally involved in relationships around you. And so that's what truly would be like a Libra balancing, where you're balancing both emotions and your intellectuality. You're balancing mystery and awareness. Mystery representing what would happen in a relationship. Would that break or not? Like, a lot of people just don't do relationships just because of that. That would it give them emotional pain at a certain point. But for you, it seems clearly that you're very excited. So that's where it gets me an idea that you probably already know that person. Your mind is very excited about the potential of that relationship. But you could also be worried that would that relationship be successful, and that also might be blocking you from getting into that situation. And that's where you're told to like connect to your own emotions, go retreat in self, do a meditation for a few days, or if it helps you connect to that person you thinking about, and have open conversations with them without any idea about would there be a relationship or not. Because if open conversations would allow you to truly understand for yourself if what you're seeking for with that person, would it truly manifest or not. And this transformation, for you to be able to do that conversation with the other person, or to connect with your own emotions and realize if that person or that relationship or that situation is what you want or not. That transformation, going through that phase of understanding yourself, going through that uncomfortable scenario of like understanding your own emotions and going through and facing that fear about would that relationship be successful or not, that whole transformation would be like a growth, emotional growth, that you might have been blocking previously by just being in a fool's energy. Once you receive, like, that emotional growth is what this death card suggests. It's like a transformation that you're going through from past being in a fool's energy, rushing towards things, to be in this emotionally balanced, intellectually poised, and warm and compassionate Queen of Chalices energy. That transformation is what this death card represents. And what you need to do is to truly connect with yourself, understand, ask your own self what you're seeking. Even before the conversation I was talking about, before that conversation, ask yourself what you're truly seeking in that relationship situation, and then go and have a conversation about it with the person you should be. And that would help you grow, emotionally grow, and then maybe it's like that relationship is supposed to be a truly mutually beneficial love relationship that is not only there just for like few seasons, it's like a strong bond. So to conclude, I think the message over here is that instead of always rushing in, instead of just being focused towards profession, instead of just focusing on financial opportunities, try to balance yourself, get grounded, try to connect to your own emotions, try to connect to your own feelings. Ask yourself hard questions about what you're looking for in current situations or in future relationships or situations. And once you balance yourself out, you would go through this emotional growth phase where you be able to trust yourself in new or significant relationships. And that transformation, that growth, that would help you able to trust yourself is what is predicted for you. But I mean, you have to go through that phase of meditating, or you have to go through the phase of just psychologically evaluating yourself in terms of like what you are looking for. So once you go through that phase, that would lead you to a new personal growth that would allow you to create a new self-belief, and that would allow you to trust yourself in future relationships. I hope this helped you, and if it did, if it resonated with you, there is an extended to it. In the extended, I will look more at your current energy. We will look also more into how we can go about this transformation. Current energy would help us realize how we can bring things in balance. Then we will look at cards about how we can go about the transformation. And at the end, we will look at the timing about the transformation. So all of that we will look at in the extended. If you would like to join me, the link for extension is below in the description box. Thank you for joining me in the reading. And if you like the video, please do like, subscribe, and share. And have a great week. Bye.